Hello and welcome to the Harriet Muller Art Channel, giving you the techniques to produce amazing artwork. Today I've had a request from Bethan, who's been teaching her children about the Bayeux Tapestry. If you haven't come across it before, it's about 70 metres long and it depicts the Norman conquest of England featuring William the Conqueror and ending with the Battle of Hastings. It's almost 2,000 years old. So I chose to draw a knight on horseback from this tapestry. So you're going to need some plain white paper. You'll need a pencil, a black pen, an eraser, and your choice of colouring pencils. And don't forget, if you like to draw horses, you can download my free PDF of how to draw horse galloping, which you'll find just here. So without further ado, let's get started. So get yourself something circular to draw around. I'm just using the end of a paint tube here. And then towards the middle of the page on the left-hand side, I'm just going to draw around it. Just do this in pencil and do it really lightly. I'm just doing it a little bit more heavily than I need to, just so that you can see it on the camera. So I'm going to move the pot slightly to the right and a little bit higher. And then we're going to do the same. All the way around, just like that. Okay, so the next shape we have to do, it's going to be the shield. So starting here, we're going to do a big shield shape, just like that. Okay, and then next we're going to do a sort of triangle. Not really a triangle, it's just a kind of triangle shape. So it comes up to about there, comes to there. So that's our sort of triangle. Next, we're going to do a shape for the horse's head. So just draw a shape like this. And then we're just going to show where the leg is going to be. And then the hind leg. Just like that. And don't forget, you can pause the video at any moment. If I'm going a little bit too fast, just rewind it and start again. Now for the tail. And remember, this drawing doesn't have to be particularly accurate or realistic looking, because the original drawing is not particularly realistic looking. So now for the horse's stomach, go up like that. And then for the back, I'm going to draw the head of the soldier. And there are our basic shapes. We're going to start off with the horse. So using your eraser, just erase some of these preparatory guidelines that we did. So for example, just a little bit of the circle, just enough so that you can still see where it is, but it won't interfere with the rest of our drawing. And then this part of this circle as well. Okay, so we're going to start off with the hind leg because we've almost got most of it there. So from here, just follow that part of the circle that we did before, but bring it round, all the way around here, and then down. And here we're going to start the hoof. Bring it up, just like that. And then we're going to draw the other part coming round here. And it's a male horse, so we'll just add that there. And then come underneath for the stomach. And then we're just going to rub out this line here. Okay, now for the front legs. And it's not very realistic, so just bear with me and just copy what I do. Okay, so the front hoof comes around like this and in like that. And then we're going to do the other leg kind of poking out here. And then this one goes all the way back, like so. Okay, there's another line here. So now for the horse's head. So again, we're going to rub out these preparatory lines. They've helped us so far. So let's do this head. So there are a couple of layers of what I can presume a muscle here, and then we'll come up, and then we're going to do the mouth, followed by the nose, and then the head. And then if we put in the eye, then we know where to put in the other features. So there's a big eye, and then we're going to do the bridle. Again, this isn't realistic, this is just what appears on the tapestry. So, very simple bridle like this. Goes all the way over the head. And then the ears are quite strange, they kind of poke towards the front like this. And then we'll do the head. And then it's going to come out a little bit further than I'd previously drawn. Just like this. So I'm going to rub out this bit that I did before. There we go, bring it higher. Okay, so just do the bridle to the top of the head. So we've got to add in the forelock. That comes out like that. And the other ear is just peeping out towards the back there. And then we'll do the mane. Mane coming all the way down, all the way down. And then the head. And then the reins kind of, they come round just like so. There we go. There we go. So let's just perfect the tail a little bit. Just draw a few strands, just like this. Okay, so now we're going to draw the knight in his shining armor. So we've already got the shield here, so that's all that we really need for this part. And then we're just going to add the detail. So just draw a line on the inside of the shield. There we go, and a few dots. There we go. And then we're going to erase this line that we did for the head. Again, just leaving enough so that you can still see it. And then we're going to draw the knight. So that's his shoulder. That's the back of the head. And they had these very distinct helmets which came over the nose, round like this. And then if you actually look at their faces, they're quite detailed. This one I always think looks a little bit like Buzz Lightyear, but I could be wrong. Okay, so a nose there, and the eye. Okay, there we go. So this particular soldier is holding up a spear, so we're going to draw his hand coming round, and the hand's completely out of proportion, so just draw this gigantic hand, and then a thumb, just like this. Bring it down, and then the sleeve of the chainmail comes down, and just these really large kind of oval shapes for the chainmail. Again, this drawing wasn't done to size. And now for the spear. So one end comes out like this. And then the other one, I think, goes into another soldier, but we won't draw that bit. So now we've got to do his leg, which will come down all the way to about here. And then the thigh comes round to the ankle. And then a little foot on the end. Again, we're not looking for accuracy here. So those are his boots. And again, a series of oval shapes to depict the chainmail. There we go. Just like that. And then there's this other strap that comes down, which forms the stirrup. There we go, all the way up. And then the girth for the saddle, although we can't see the saddle, but it has a girth. So we're just going to stick that on anyway. That's the buckle for the girth. Okay, so that's our finished knight on a horse. So I'm going to go over this in black pen now. Okay, so now I've rubbed out all the pencil markings and just left all the pen, so we're ready to start colouring in. So choose kind of some yellow ochres, some browns and some kind of khaki colours, and we'll start colouring this in. It's just wonderful to imagine that this tapestry is approximately 2,000 years old. It's just incredible, isn't it? So have some fun. You don't have to stick to the original colours. You can experiment and see what you can come up with. So I'm just going to speed up the process a little bit. So here's your finished knight and horse. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit subscribe and like, and don't forget to tell your friends. And if you have any requests at all, leave them in the comment section below. Hope to see you on the next one. Thank you. Goodbye.